So I wanted to share this story with y'all to make a quick point. And this is from when I was in Iraq, actually. Funny story. We were staying in Saddam Hussein's buildings while I was there. And they were bombed out buildings. And we had been staying there a few months without any lights. The day that we got lights, I'll never forget, we walk in, we turn on the lights, and there's a huge spider hanging off the ceiling. I mean, this thing was the biggest spider I ever seen in my life. So one of my friends killed the spider because I wasn't about to touch it. And I swear to you, the moment he killed that spider, a whole bunch of other spiders came out of nowhere. I mean, it was that spider's aunties, uncles, cousins, nephews, friends, spiders are everywhere coming off the ceiling. So needless to say, we had a big problem. But we didn't just, that problem didn't just pop up because the lights were turned on. That problem had been there the whole time that we lived there. That problem had been there for the 2 months that we lived there. We just didn't know it because the lights were not on. This is exactly what's going on in most people's lives. They got a whole bunch of spiders, but they got the lights off so they can't see them. Now, some people, they have the lights off because they just haven't made it to the place where they could turn them on, right? They just haven't made it to that part of their journey, and they are actively kind of keeping everybody or any information away that would turn the lights on. And there are some people who know that there are some problems, but they refuse to turn the light on because they don't want to see those problems. I mean, it hurts to know that you have issues that you have to deal with. It hurts to know that you have all of these problems that require your attention. You may just not want to deal with it, or just the energy that you have to put in it to deal with it, or the benefit that you get of not having to deal with it. I mean, we slept peacefully for 2 months before we knew we had a spider problem. We didn't sleep so well the next weeks that we were there. So some people just want to sleep good, so they just keep themselves in the dark. Here's the problem with that. When you don't pay attention to your problems, right? When you don't turn on the lights, when you don't turn on your awareness, right? The awareness to your problems, because again, they're already there. You're just discovering them when you make yourself aware of them. When you don't do that, they don't just disappear. They don't even stay stagnant. They grow. Just like those spiders, it may have started off with a few and it turned out to be many. They grow. Your problems grow. They go from problems to emergencies. And before you know it, they're blowing up in your life. And they become what I like to think of as wrecking balls, right? Before you know it, they're destroying everything. Not because it had to be that way, but because you chose to not pay attention to it. You chose to ignore it. You chose to refuse to accept the truth of it. Everybody in your life is there to be a reflection of you. They're there to share something about you that you can't see without them. And that's the same with anything that you connect yourself to. It's a reflection. It's a mirror. All of your decisions are a reflection of you. And so somewhere in all of that, people and things are telling you that you have some spiders in your house. Either you're going to pay attention to that, or you're going to reject it, or you're going to ignore it. But I would suggest to you, and the reason why I'm doing this video, is that you pay attention to them. You give them the energy that they need, especially while they're small. Because when they're small, it only takes a little bit of energy. But if you let those things grow, then it's going to consume you. It's going to be so difficult to deal with it at that point. So don't let your problems become emergencies just because you like the way it feels when you're not aware of them. I hope this video helps. I hope it didn't disgust you too much. If you haven't already, make sure that you get my latest book. It's called What She Taught Me. You can find it at whatshetaughtmebook.com. Thank you so much for sharing this space and time with me. Until next time, everybody, peace and light.